Good to have you, miss. When Lord Draconic arrives, we are to confront the Inquisitor. If he refuses to go quietly, we need to use force. Be prepared for that eventuality. You needn't tremble so much, child. The righteous shall enjoy the everlasting peace in Hallone's halls. Only the wicked. But why? Why must I die? By all that is holy, I swear to you that I have never questioned the teachings of Hallone. Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us. My Lord Draconic, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I'm at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain! I name thee heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Guillaume and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. Grave allegations indeed. You will find your logic is flawed. How can I betray that which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Draconic. My conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? You whose hands are black with the blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade. You speak to me of Ishgardian innocence? Ha! All are complicit in these crimes, for they all live their lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me, deafened by the dogma as you are. Desire retribution, Lord Draconic, then come. Let us see how Ishgardian steel fares against Dravinian fang and claw. Show the heretic no mercy. He must pay for the innocent blood he has spilled. Ignorant swine. Soon you will know the futility of your faith. Do you see, heretic? Your inner allies are no match for the might of Ishgard. How wrong you are, Guardian. I have been blessed with a power far beyond your ken. Come, my brothers, grant me strength to smite our enemies. I am Reborn. Stand grounded. It's but an illusion. Dragon stands before you, you not flee. No, no, it cannot be. shit! My glamours dispelled. Your plans lie in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your last. You may not recall the Mage Guardians have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that, I am content. My only regret is that you yet live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within Stone Vigil will rend you asunder, and when you are dead, White Brim front shall fall. Defiant to the last. Leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves not better. Sainthia, I must apologize for involving you in this sordid business. You should never have been asked to intervene in Ishgardian affairs of state. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you into our midst. It is past time you were reunited with your airship. But this is not the place to discuss such matters. Pray visit me at White Brim Front and bring your associates. Where have you been, Sainthia? The false Inquisitor has been slain, has he? Well, yes, this tale, his was a tale always like to end bloodshed. Though you have overcome the latest in the long line of unfortunate impediments, I would ask that you not revel in your victory just yet. We can celebrate once we have secured the Enterprise. As I'm sure you will agree, it is past time we entered the Stone Vigil. Pray Lord Drew to visit and remind him of his obligations to us. Sid and I will follow on. We owe you a great deal of gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Guillaume would still be among us, free to prey upon the innocent. I see now as a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand. But you must understand it seemed too much to hope that the signs of the Seventh Dawn still lived, to say nothing of Master Garland. Never have you been happier to be proven wrong. Well, it is gratifying to know that someone has derived a measure of enjoyment from your error. Now, if you have no further objections, I would be appreciated if you would permit us to enter the Stone Vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, of course. It's the least I can do, given all that you have done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Dravinians that now hold the room. In part, yes. Should explain. Shortly after you first arrived, I had my men scour the old records. They confirmed that an abandoned airship had been seized by the soldiers in the garrison of the Stone Vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as we have been able to ascertain, it was still in custody when the outpost was overrun by dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say, nor can I give any assurances that it has not been removed in the intervening years. For far too long, Reborn has served as intervening foothold in Kurthis, from which they have struck out at us with depressing regularity. Though we have pushed them back behind the walls, we have as yet been able to drive them out, and I cannot say when this situation will change. Or how it would change. Forgive me, Lord Dremel, but there is no guarantee that you will prevail. In any event, we have not time to wait. We will secure our property without Ishgardian aid. I see. Well, that may be for the best. We'll inform Sir Nathalion of your impending visit. May Heloni guide you, Science. Hail, Sainthia. Lord Dremel has appraised me of the situation. You may enter the Stone Vigil whenever you will. Sainthia, I owe you an apology. When we last spoke, I promised I would find a way to convince my brother to accept you, but I fear he intently refuses to heed my words. Why, the more I try to reason with him, the more he shuts his ears to me. All pride and no common sense, that one. I can scarce believe you are kin. So intent is he to prove that you are needed that he dashed out into the forest all alone, boasting that he would placate every last elemental and save the forest all by himself. Needless to say that such a task is far beyond his powers. There's part of me that would like nothing more than to see the foolish boy learn his lesson. And yet, as a sister, I fearful to look after him. Sainthia Wol, he is in many ways still a child, and the forest grows ever more unsafe these days. I've got myself, but if you were to save my brother from his own recklessness, perhaps he might finally see how fatuous he has been. When I spoke with him, he announced his intention to begin his efforts in the bramble patch. With any luck, you might still find him there. Now please go in haste, for someone ill fate falls him. Everything in the forest. Here we are. This is my sister's favorite adventure. Come show me up, have you? Well, you can march right back and tell my sister I'm doing just fine. I'm only resting. Even if I were hurt and unable to placate the street, I could have run of the mill adventure and knew like you do about it. Beginner's luck. If you think healing a sapling or two is going to convince me that you are a worthy inheritor of the teachings of Master Toa. Hey, Rune, you yourself do not believe those words. What are you doing here? Saying to my pig-headed brother's safety, what do you think I'm doing? For better or worse, it would appear you only suffer from bruises to your leg and your pride. Rune, for your obstinacy, I know deep down you're no fool. No, you're wise beyond your years. You realize as well as I that the dire fate will fall Gridani if we do not quell one of the Great One's fury and restore peace to the wood. Adventure is not Pajali. It's true. What of it? Would you bind trumpet tradition as the very forest turns against us and brings ruin to our home? You have a greater calling to answer. You know this. I do. Oh, my dear Arun. What is sisters for if not to forgive the little brother's fits of folly? Now, Sainthia, I believe the most important task of all still awaits us. Let's return to Camp Triangle. Sainthia, thank you. I knew it was only a matter of time before Arun came back around to reason, and yet his hesitance to accept you was not entirely unfounded. When we first met, I promised one day I would share with you the tale of how white magic came to be regarded as a forbidden art. Well, I suppose this is as good a day as any for the telling. The tale begins with some 3 millennia ago, in the 5th Astral Era. It was the time of the endless frost, when the barren wasteland of snow and rime stretches far as the eye could see. Food was scarce and warmth scarcer. The history is told of many a grim tale of those who died in their beds, starving and benumbed. So did our ancestors discover magic, born out of the most fundamental instinct: survival. In time, winter thawed and magic was no longer essential for survival. Once awakened to its conveniences, there was no returning to how things once were. Ere long, the people discovered all the myriad ways which magic could be employed and civilization flourished. But prosperity breeds contempt, and nations warred for power and riches. So did the people seek greater and greater power, to rain destruction down upon their enemies. So was born black magic, the most devastating form of sorcery the world had seen. At the same time, another form of magic emerged, brought forth by those who would keep this immense destructive power in check. That is white magic, our magic. Does this surprise you? Just as there can be no dawn without the night, the white and black are but two sides of the same coin. War raged on, and the magic was used and abused with little concern for the consequences. And consequences there were. Unchecked use of magic soon dried the flow of ether, threatening to bring blight to the land. The magic of healing made little difference. Fused with no concern for the ether, our magic could prove as ruinous to the land as the most devastating black magic spell. And so it was the practicing of white magic that was forbidden, with one exception. The Badgel. Our kind was entrusted as the sole shepherds of the now forbidden art, to serve as healers and bringers of peace while ensuring that this great power would never again be misused. Though he's still young, everyone feels this profound sense of responsibility as strongly as any of us, thus his hesitancy to accept you. But having seen your abilities, and the sincerity of your intentions, you can rest assured that his doubts have been dispelled. With the three of us united in place and purpose, and your skills ever growing, the day that we may perform the quieting draws near. To our fortune, the Great One has not yet been entirely consumed by fury, but our time remains short. To commune with the Great One and restore the 12 to its former state of harmony, we must truly be one of the heart, one of mind. It is to this end that Atawa Kant has guided you to us. Further your mastery of our art, Sainthia, and let us mend the wounds of the wood together.